Hi, welcome. Today we're going to create 2 cards using the Feather Stamp Through and Stencil set from Blue Knight. We're also going to use the Day Sky 2 paper and the Silhouette Swans, as well as Hope Sentiments, which I'll pull in at the end. This is for my first card. When you get this set, you're going to have 2 stencils, one thin and one thick. The thin one is the one that you stamp through. The thick one is the one that you would use for your pan pastels or your ink blending. When you do get them, you're going to have to remove the mask in the middle, and sometimes you have to grab a pair of sharp scissors to just get the little pieces of plastic disconnected. Then you will have 2 feathers and 2 stencils. What I like to do is put a piece of washi tape on mine. That way I don't lose them on my desk surface as I'm trying to create cards. You can use any washi tape you have. This just helps me personally to keep track of these stencils and masks. The stencil is what the open one is, and the mask is the solid one. So here we have the stencil for the thicker. When I say thicker, it's a thicker plastic. The thinner one is for stamping through because you want it to be as flat as possible so you can retain as much of the stamped area as possible. So first of all, I'm going to grab my pan pastels. Pan pastels are finely milled pastels that are in a pan. They are like ink, but they're dry, and they can be erased if you make a mistake, and they easily wash off your fingers, but they do have high saturation value. Now you can see I went through real quick and I just took a color of blue that was deeper in saturation than the actual color of the designer paper. And again, this is the Day Sky 2 designer paper. It's the piece that has the clouds and the blue skies. So if you were to be stamping through, you want to take your thinner stencil and put it on top. And I am going to go ahead and stamp the medium swans into the center of this. Now, I am going to now stamp the cattails into the bottom corners. I removed the stencil because I wasn't trying to stamp the cattails inside the feather, but outside the feather. The thing that I was stamping inside the feather was the actual swans. And I just stamped the word hope across the top. That's from the Hope Sentiments stamp set. And then the final stamp that I'm going to incorporate would be the butterflies that come from the Beach Stuff 2 stamp set. This is the Beach Stuff 2 stamp set. Comes with these bicycles and butterflies and ducks and sailboats. I'm just going to pop those butterflies in the top right hand corner, and that pretty much finishes this panel. I do trim it down, mat it with a piece of black cardstock before adhering it to my white A2 card base. Oh, one step. Before you do your matting, go ahead and spray it with hairspray. That helps the pan pastels to stay put. Now we're going to do some sprays with Distress Oxide sprays. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the stencil, that's the thicker one, and I'm going to go ahead and grab some Distress Oxide sprays. I've got a variety of colors from Wilted Violet, Kitsched Flamingo, Salty Ocean, and then a darker blue, Broken China, maybe. I can't remember which that one is. Maybe Faded Jeans. But I'm trying to do these feathers so that you see there's a gradient of colors. And you don't have to saturate it completely. Sometimes it looks better when there's a little bit of white showing through in the background. You can completely saturate it though if you want to. And I just go ahead and I'm using this spray box that I have. Like, it's basically an old container that things were shipped in. I save it for this technique. And I'm just varying the sprays that I'm using. I am not cleaning the stencil in between. I'm just gently removing it. If I don't like the way something looks, I just flip it over and try on the other side, or grab a new piece of paper and try again. This is a lot of fun, and I had a really good time creating these feathers. Let's go ahead and watch this take shape. And then you can take the mask and put it down and spray on top of it. And so then basically you're aiming to spray the entire card panel except for the section that has your feather. And doing this, I would definitely say you want to hold that feather down a little bit, at least with your first spray, and you might get some of this spray on your fingers, but that's just the, what do they call, a hazard of using these kind of sprays. I wasn't really happy with that one I just showed you because it kind of looked like the ink kind of splatted down in two gigantic blobs. That's okay. I'm going to try again. This color is called, I can't remember, citrine. Yes, something citrine. It's like a bright green color. And we're going to go with the blue and the green on this one. You can layer as much ink as you like, whatever your preference is. You just have to be careful it doesn't seep underneath there. So you don't want your feather to get loose. So just be careful when you're spraying. You don't bump your feather. Okay, so this one is probably my favorite. Of course, I like pinks and purples as far as using the mask. But for the card that we're going to create today, I actually use pink, purple, and blue feather that I created. This one's pretty too, but you see here, the pink, purple, and blue, or the blue, pink, and purple one is the one that I'm using. And this stamp set, Silhouette Birds and Branches. Now, I am trying to stamp the bird, at least one of the birds, and some of the branches inside this feather. So I am using the thinner stencil, and I'm using that in my stamp positioner. I also have a piece of acetate over that, and I'm going to stamp this Silhouette Birds and Branches until I get it into the right area that looks the best. And this is really trial and error. So that's why it helps to have a piece of acetate laying around that you can do sort of a mock-up. And that's really all I'm doing here. Now the ink I'm using is VersaFine Ink Onyx Black. Once I'm done figuring out where I want my birds and branches to go, then I can remove, after I figure it out and I'm satisfied with the position of the stamp, I can remove that acetate and just go ahead and stamp. And again, because there is a stencil around the feather, the images will only stamp inside that feather, the feather that we just sprayed and created with the Distress Oxide sprays. You do want to go ahead and clean off your stencils, and you can just run them under water or use a mild soap. But because they're made out of mylar, they clean easily. So I'm really satisfied with this. I took a piece of the extra sprayed area and I put a column to the left of the feather just to fill up some of that white space. This stamp is called Bird's Song. It has 2 sentiments. I'm going to use one of them. And I will read to you that sentiment here. It says, "What wings are to a bird and sails to a ship, so is prayer to the soul." I'll have all the products that I'm using linked in my description box below. Let's go ahead and stamp that sentiment. And the bird song stamp set has 3 pieces. I'm only using 1 sentiment. I am bringing in a piece of acetate again. If you don't have acetate, you can use packaging from stamps that you have purchased. The thin cellophane envelopes work fine as well. Acetate, a little bit better. And I always put tape on the top of the acetate, and then that way I'm using the top side over and over again. And that helps me to eliminate any transfer of ink as I'm creating. So that's just one of the things that I do. So I'm really pleased with how this turned out. Again, I'm going to put a black mat behind it, and I'm going to put that onto an A2 card base. Here's what it looks like when it's finished. Here's a look at the final outcome of both cards together. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and leave a comment below letting me know which card is your favorite. Thanks so much for watching. Have a hopeful day. Bye-bye.